everyone, welcome to Angel's Divine Guidance. Okay, so you can check me out on my Facebook page at Crystal Clear 101 Holistic Healing and Products. You can take a boo at my webpage, which is crystalclear101.com. You can text me at 306-261-4086. So now that we got that out of the way, because I tend to go a little over and push it to the end, we will get into the card that was pulled for the masses tonight, for all my fans, which is the forgiveness card. So with this card, it's just more saying we have to be a little more understanding and not so quick to judge. So we have to forgive ourselves if we do slip up, because we're only human. We all make mistakes. Okay? So, I was woken up at 5 o'clock this morning being urged to sit and get stuff ready for the show today. And it turns out Abraham struck again, because I got my daily little blurb at 7 o'clock this morning, and I just started running with it. So I'm going to dive right in. Okay, so basically today it's about talking about our feelings and being drawn to someone, okay? But you're annoyed because you think that they're telling you lies, fibs, whatever you want to call it, little white lies, untruths, okay? With that being said, I'm not saying that lying or little white lies or anything like that is okay. But just for conversation, let's try to look beyond the lies, the little white lies, the little tales we tell, okay? And let's focus upon that feeling. As empaths, we feel everything, okay? So people offer all kinds of words for all kinds of different reasons. Most lies are offered to try and keep things in alignment, or for us to keep control over what we cannot control. But let's look behind the motive of lying in most cases. All right. So it is usually a pretty honorable motive when people do it. Okay. I'm not saying everybody, but in the majority, when you dig a little deeper, you'll find out that they were meaning it in a good way. So let's look for all the parents out there. If you've ever had your child tell you a lie, okay? So it's usually because they want to be free to do what they want to do, and they don't want their parents to be upset or their friends to be upset about it. It's all about wanting to be in alignment and wanting to have control over their lives. They're experimenting. Their soul is leading their way. And as parents, sometimes we kind of rein them in, and we prevent them from expressing who they truly are. Okay? So a lot of the times our physical ears have a hard time hearing this. Yep, that's right. Our ears don't listen too well. So you need to keep talking about what is honesty. Okay? Like we always say, just be honest to me. Just be honest, okay? So knowing this, okay? I'm getting a download and they're taking me off track here. Even those who claim to be the most virtuous are not honest. But our vibrations always are. So our energy, what we feel in energy, is never going to lie to us. It's always going to guide us in the right direction. Okay. So I myself learned to trust my feelings. I'm learning to trust that little gut feeling. Okay. Hi, Taylor. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. All right. So your
Hello?
cards today, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So today your cards, you were lucky. You got two cards that got pulled. Okay. So you've got the prayer and contemplation, which is connecting to heaven. And you got the transcendence card, which is rising up and honoring your inner force. So this basically tells me, okay, that you are being called, you are getting messages, you are being asked to connect. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
It does? Okay.
Yes.
Do you see spirit a lot?
Do I see what?
Spirit a lot.
Sometimes I feel like it's kind of like a swipe by, I would almost say. Like I question myself.
Sorry, I'm just trying to see. I'm on my iPad and I want to see if I can find my thing for volume to put in. Nope, I can't. Let's just forget about it. I'll do my best here. Okay, I'll raise my volume so I can hear you. All right, so sometimes you can see that.
Yes, like it's almost like I can see it passing by and like I can see like the outlining of it, but I have to question myself if it is like just if it's a shadow or anything along those lines.
No, you are truly seeing spirit, my girl. Okay? Like you are truly connected and seeing spirit. So it's more you're being called and the way I'm seeing it is this is just going to be a snowball effect for you. So it's going to come in fast for you. Okay? So don't be scared of it, but be in control of it. So they might come and be bugging you at all hours of the night. Just tell them no in the morning and just pretend like you're shutting down a business. So you're turning the open sign to close, shutting blinds, locking doors, shutting down all the lights. Because you're going to be hit and you're going to have to kind of set your boundaries with them so they don't overwhelm you. Okay?
Okay.
Does that make sense for you, Taylor?
It does, but it's more of like a feeling sensation I have.
Yeah, you're a feeler. Okay? You're
Mm-hmm.
also going to see things. They're going to give you um images. So it's going to be like all of a sudden it's going to be coming out of the corner of your eye and you might see a rose and you're going to, huh? Like it's going to be stuff like that they're going to be throwing at you. So when that happens, just go, when you see the rose, go with the first word that pops into your head and don't overthink it. Okay? Because a lot
Okay.
of the time we start to overthink it and then we get the interpretation wrong. So it's always go with the first thing that pops into your head, no matter how crazy it it seems. Like if you see a
You're
rose and
breaking
you
up
think,
really bad.
okay, sorry,
No, it's
what
okay.
card didn't you get?
Um, what to do after seeing, like, if I see like a road as an example.
Okay, so if you see a rose, and let's say you see a pink elephant, okay, know that it sounds ridiculous, but just look at it and sit back and ask yourself, what does the pink elephant mean to me? And that's going to be the message. So go with the first thing that comes into your mind, the first thing that pops in, and don't overthink. All right?
Okay.
Do you have any other questions, or did you want me just to go into general?
I do have a question. And I don't know if you can answer this, but I don't know if I'm being followed by something evil almost. Like it's just there's a lot of negativity around and I can I can feel when something is negative around me. And it's almost like a very uncomfortable feeling, but it's also the words that come to my mind.
Okay.
And it's almost like this is like I don't.
Okay. So just know that your body is telling you that you don't like that person's energy. All right. And the words that are coming into your mind is your soul describing how it feels when it gets meshed in with that energy. So make note of that, and you know that's a person you don't want to get in business with. Okay? And then
Okay.
I want you to go on YouTube and I want you to look up Meet My Spirit Guides for meditation. And I want you to start meditating. And then I want you to talk to your team once you've met them. And I want you to tell them that arm length width, this is my space. I do not want any negativity in this space. I only want positive energy, and I only want the people who are ready and willing to receive the information that they need to know. And then the team is going to weed out the negativity. They're going to weed that all out for you, and you won't have to feel it because you're a very, very strong empath. You are a healer, and you're here to make a difference, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay? So it's time for you to start researching it. And if you need more help, like I said, just contact me and I can send you in the proper links and the proper places specifically for you to go, because you're going to be hit hard and heavy, because it's kind of like you've been denying, and now they're saying, okay, that's enough. You can't deny anymore. Here you go. Deal with it. It's time for you to get on with what you're meant to do. Okay?
Okay.
I don't feel like you have any attachments. You can practice calling in Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. Yeah. And start using them. Okay. So Archangel Michael is an angel that can be everywhere and anywhere, and he can do everything that all the angels do. Okay. And then you have Raphael who they all can do protection, but Raphael is more one for healing. Okay. So it will help you heal. It'll help you heal with what you've been going through here in the last little bit. Okay?
Okay.
Have you been having trouble breathing?
A lot.
All right. So that explains. Yesterday, I couldn't figure out for the life of me why I felt like I was having an asthma attack. So now that I'm talking with you, I'm starting to get that feeling again. And it's almost like it's an asthma attack. So do you have allergies?
No.
No. Have you
No.
been checked for them?
Yes.
Well, if I was you, I would get the breathing checked out because it doesn't, to me, it feels more like asthma. I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose, but I can only explain what it feels like to me and how it makes me feel. But I would get it checked out because I'm getting the feeling that this is going to linger and it's not going to go away on its own. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know if you work with a lot of chemicals or smoke or what it is, but it's in your lungs. Okay.
I'm a smoker.
So you just kind of get that checked out.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any more questions? I don't even know.
If by chance, I do have two,
Okay. Yeah, you sure
but
can.
they're very important to me. So, my first one is, do you see, my grandma anywhere around
She's
me?
always with you, girl. She's one of your angels. She's always with you. She's always watching you. You feel her. You see her. Okay.
Like, I thought I was going crazy because I would feel her. I'd feel like she's around
No.
me, and
All right. Okay. So I'm going to go on to my next caller. And like I said, you can always get a hold of me and I can answer that third question for you. Okay.
okay.
All right. So you have a great night. Talk to you
You
later.
too.
All right. Okay. Annette, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. I am actually awesome. We finally warmed up here in Canada. We went from minus 54 to like -2. So
Yeah, it's
finally
cold
warming
here in Michigan.
up. All right. So I've got your card, which is higher learning. Okay. So with this card,
I'm sorry you're cutting out on me.
oh, sorry. I guess moving forward isn't going to help. We must be having a little bit of technical difficulties here. Okay. So your higher learning, it is you learning from experience. Okay. So they want you to start working deeper into your own self. So they want you to start your spiritual journey. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. Did you get that I wanted a medium reading?
Okay. Let's see who I can bring in. You have quite a few. The one who's the strongest is 8. This is going to be, oh, they all want to talk. You've got 3 that have just passed in the last 5 years.
I'm sorry.
Have you had 3 people pass within the last 5 years?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because they're kind of all wanting to come in and they're mishing and mashing. So we might be jumping to 3 different spirits at the same time. Okay. Was one an elderly lady who had trouble with mobility?
Who has trouble with what?
Mobility. So she had trouble getting around, moving. She needed help. She needed a walker or a wheelchair.
Okay.
Does that ring a bell?
Not for me, but it could be for somebody's mom
Okay.
who died. Is this for, like, she's trying to come in, you said?
I'm just going to see if she can give me a little more information. Okay, so So she's telling me when she passed, there was somebody in the room with her. There was a lady that was with her holding her hand. Does that make sense to you?
When did she pass?
Okay. Let's see if we can bring in. There's also an elderly gentleman, and okay. Yeah, there's a mismatch. Did somebody die in a car?
Someone dying of what?
In a car.
In a car?
Yes, an automobile accident.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. The message there is he wants you guys to know that it happened fast and that he
I'm
didn't
sorry,
suffer.
you're breaking up on me.
Okay. The message that he has is that he passed really fast. So he didn't have any pain. All right. So when the accident happened, there was no pain. It was just sort of like he was there and then he was gone. So he's making me feel like somebody was wondering if he suffered when he passed on. And he's wanting to leave the message. No, he has not. Okay?
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
All right. Okay, so what else does he have to say? Let's see if he's got anything else to say. Okay. Did this guy have 2 children? He's bringing up the number 2. So it's either 2 children or he died in the second month or he died on the second day. Does that make sense?
No, he did not have any children.
Okay.
And he
What
died
is the number?
died October.
Okay. Did he die on? Okay. What does the number 2 mean to you? Because he's bringing up the number 2. So there's an importance around the number 2. Was he the second out of the 3 to pass?
What's that?
Was he the second person out of the 3 people to pass?
No.
No? Okay. So what does the number 2 mean to you?
It means nothing to me.
Okay. So just mark that on the side because he's bringing up the number 2. So there's something that's going to be happening either in February, either on the 2nd of a month, or it could be 2 weeks, 2 months. But he's bringing the number 2 of importance. So just keep that kind of on your back burner so you can pay attention. And when something just comes out of the blue, you will know what it means, okay? And he's the one sending it. He's the one that's making sure that this event is going to happen for you. All right?
Okay.
Okay? So just know that he's really bringing up the number 2. So once you have time to sit and kind of percolate what is said, it's going to make sense.